everyone, and welcome back to the Through History Challenge. The year is 7985 BC, and it's particular year. We have two birthdays, one in the second part, which will be Siserthos, and one tomorrow, which will be Kuwari's. So this could be either an exciting year, we'll have another toddler and or another child, or a really bad year. Has he used his diaper yet? He's so close to using his diaper. Good job, Lahamu. Use the diaper. Okay, well, while he's thinking about using the diaper, rock him. So this is a good opportunity to go ahead and address some things. First off, as you can see, I moved the boys, well, the older boys, out of this room, and I made them a little sleeping hut over here. Kuwari, that's not yours. Fine, you can sing to it. Okay, use the diaper. They're out there because I was running out of room, and there is a bed for Kuwari, but, you know, that might not go so well. But aside from that, I think now is a... Okay, stop rocking him. Now is a great time to address the issue raised by... Are you falling asleep in his arms? That is just so cute. The cinematics. Oh, I think this crib is broken. Okay, put the child in the crib. Your needs are great. Are you almost awake? Okay, Lily's almost awake, so I'm gonna have her come and make herself some food. And then we'll talk about we should make a large serving for when the children finally wake up. They all went to bed really late since they were out hunting for eggs, and they're pretty far from here. Oh, your social's getting low. Why don't you come in here with Lurian? Since he's the only human you like. And even that's not much. Come in here with Lurian, and he could give you some attention. So the cinematics, the one at the end of the last episode, the one in the beginning of this one, we finally have a name for the mysterious Atlantean. It's Lily and Lurian's wedding anniversary. It's not, they have been married for way more than 2 years. Hang on, dog. Does Zarlagab... he can wait a second. Let's just give some attention to the dog. And as I do that, so there's a name now for the mysterious vampire Atlantean woman, Seluna. And I got that from the same generator that I got Lurian's name from. Have no idea what it is, or I don't even think it's a real name. Who knows? But, an explanation of who she is Lurian's childhood friend. They were raised in the same communal facility. So they grew up together until Lurian was designated his role as a test subject. No! Oh my gosh. This dog, of course she developed the aggressive trait. Okay, can I just scold you for that? That doesn't cancel it out, does it? Tell her bad. Gosh. I can't believe how aggressive this dog is, even without the aggressive trait, because she only just now developed it. Go sniff out more collectibles. You earn your keep, because you frustrate me. So, Lurian, he was given his role first as a test subject, which, meant that they were separated for a while when Seluna was given her role. Due to her high intellect and her cunning, she was put into politics. She was a politician. So she had status in Atlantis that Lurian just did not have. So she had a pretty good life. She was able to do whatever she wanted, when she wanted. Whereas Lurian wasn't. He had no freedom. She had all the freedom. That does mean that their friendship was a little one-sided. The only time that they would be able to interact was when Seluna went out of her way to see him. So that's not really healthy. I think you two can go on a date at home. Flirt with someone else. I hate those midlife crisis wants. I hate them so much. Because it's just like, that's not their character. When I make a sim who is willing to flirt with someone else, I make it pretty obvious. Are you done? He needs to use the potty, so set him down. What are you gonna do? You're gonna go give a bath to Kuwari? Alright, and then I think we'll set you up on a little at-home date. Can you clean these all up, Lurian? So, fast forwarding about 2,000 years, while Lurian, well, before that, so Seluna is very powerful. Not only did she take the vampire serum before Atlantis sank, she also tried a different type of serum that granted her some powers that were experimental. She is not someone who's cautious. She's the complete opposite of that. I can't think of the word that I want to use, but she's the opposite of cautious. So even as both serums were still in development and being tested on test subjects like Lurian, when both showed great promise, she was willing to risk any side effects in order to reap the benefits. So she had, here, continue this while we're waiting on Solili. She had both serums by the time Atlantis sank. Lurian was not aware that she had taken the experimental vampire serum that he was a part of in its development, the one that was tested on him. But he was aware that she had taken the other serum. So, fast forward 2,000 years, thereabouts, while Lurian had been in his box, floating around under the ocean, before Solili found him, Seluna had established herself. She survived the sinking of... Lurian, you ask her out on a date. She does so much for you. She deserves an at-home date. And the only reason it's at home is because you've got 3 babies. 2 toddlers and a baby. Oh, let's address this real quick. So that's Sabit. That's not what she used to look like. Sabit ended up missing. She was a missing sim. Then Overwatch recovered her. I didn't notice she had been missing from the village, but in hindsight, I hadn't seen her portrait in map view in a while, so I don't know how long she was missing. But Overwatch recovered her, but when it did, her appearance was all messed up. And I don't just mean the hair and the clothes, I mean her face. Her face is now different. Usually that happens when they have the stuck aging glitch, and then you reset them through NROS. It'll reset their facial sliders, but that usually just gives them pudding face. Whatever happened to Sabit did not give her pudding face. In fact, we could go look at her right now. Yeah, so that's not what she looked like. I don't know if it took genetics from Dural and Ananet. She definitely does not have Ananet in her features at all. The nose makes me think maybe some of Dural is in there. I don't know. But whatever the case, now she has blue eyes. And she's the only person in the entire village who has blue eyes. So right now she looks a little, I mean, it's not just the facial expression, but she's got a neutral expression. Her face is a little awkward. But she might grow into it. I don't know. I'm not going to go out of my way to fix her face, even though that's not the way she looked when she was born. Maybe she got hit by a witch's hex or something that changed the way she looks. But I don't know how long she'll be a child for. She's one of the older children, so she should age up soon, but she might have lost a few days or gained a few days because of how long she was stuck. I'm not sure. We'll just have to see. So, after you ask her out on a date, you're getting thirsty, so ask. Well, we'll get the better animation this way. You won't get an animation the other. So, you want to have a great date? She's going to want to have a great date too, isn't she? No, she doesn't want to have a great date. She's like, don't care. Could not care less. I have crops to tend to, Lurian. This is taking up my time. Let's queue up some socialization. Alright, so while Lurian was floating around in his box, Seluna was establishing herself, so to speak. Go use the potty, Sarlagab. She has views about humanity. She believes Atlanteans, particularly Seluna herself, are superior. Humans are inferior. And she justifies that based off of, you know, her own power, her own abilities, and how these humans... Oh no, Dural, Ananet, don't fight. These humans live so primitively compared to how great Atlantis was. Great in her mind. She didn't experience any of the bad sides of Atlantis personally. Even though she saw what Lurian had to put up with, she's the type of person where if it's not her, if it's not affecting her, doesn't really register. She's kind of a little selfish. So once Atlantis was gone and she was, let's sleep into her arms. Let's see if she can catch you. So Lily, you're so strong. You are just such a strong person. I don't just mean physically. She puts up with a lot. Okay, let's queue up some more and then I'll just kind of let you go. Embrace. So anyways, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. So, once Seluna had made a place for herself, she started to seek out any other survivors from Atlantis. Oh, Sully, can you come tend to this child? You're autonomously embracing? No, Sully, come and tend to this child. Oh, for a second I was like, wait, why is her age like that? But she's an adult now. Come and feed him, just in case. And then play with. And then we'll get back to the date. No! Why aren't you burning? Lurian, why aren't you burning? This mod makes no sense sometimes. We'll just have you stand here until you start burning. Anyways, she started to seek out other Atlanteans who were, who had survived the flood. But not out of any desire for Atlantean solidarity or anything like that. Lurian, you don't have the ability to do that. But because Seluna has an inflated sense of personal self, and she wants to be the most powerful. She wants to be the strongest, and she doesn't want any challengers. So over the 2,000 years between the sinking of Atlantis and where we are right now, she found any Atlanteans that she could and got rid of them. Then, when her human servant happened to be in this village, and he ran into Sapertum, give her a kiss. Oh, you need to use the bathroom. Lurian, you're so high maintenance. MDLM, no, don't bathe in there. MDLM, come to the river and bathe here. So her human servant, speaking to Sapertum, found out that Lurian was in this village, and he took that information back to Seluna. Then Seluna, not knowing that this Atlantean was her childhood friend Lurian, came here with the intention of murdering him. Who instigated? Who just instigated? Why are you going in there to relax? Usually it says try for baby or woohoo or whatever, so I don't know. Stop! Stop! Lurian? I suspect it was Solili because he stopped and she's going in first. Yeah. Solili, didn't I just say, please, no more babies? Just for now? You can have another one later. Oh, before I get back to the Seluna thing, I did figure out that there is a setting in story progression that capped the townies' babies at 3. And that would make sense, you know, from the perspective of not flooding your town with too many Sims from townies. Because that could create some problems. But I thought, you know, with the amount of boys we have, I think we need some more, you know, more people. And more than just these imaginary friends. Because I fear a lot of these imaginary friends are actually boys too. Because I'm cursed with boys right now. Yeah, so I upped it to 5. So every family now who already has 3 children can have 2 more at some point. They're all adults though, so... aside from Sully's sisters and their husbands. So who knows how that'll affect it. Please run, Lurian. You're sunburned. Sully's gonna look at you and go, ew, you're red. Okay, get back to romancing each other. So, where was I? Oh, yes. So, Seluna came here with the intention of murdering Lurian. Then realized, oh, wait, I know that guy. That's Lurian. That's my childhood friend. And it made her hesitate. Then she realized that not only has Lurian established himself as if he were a human, one of the inferiors, he has a human family. He has lots of human baby boys now. Though when she first came here, it was just, wasn't it just Amba and Inky? Yeah, it was just Amba and Inky back then. How's your needs? You need to use the potty. So that made her hesitate, and she didn't know exactly how she wanted to handle it, because she did have this friendship with Lurian in the past, and that meant something to her, though how much does it mean to her? Well, I mean, apparently not that much. It means something. How much? Undefined. It was enough to give her pause, and so she left considering what she wanted to do. And then, after some time passed, a few years, she finally decided it was worth it was worth her time to... Oh, I forgot they can't sit and feed these and have to get one of these two to do it. It was worth her time and effort to convince Lurian to join her. Her friendship meant that much to her. And also there's a bit of a blow to her ego that Lurian is so willing to just adapt into the inferior human race that he doesn't see. Okay, fine. Go do it again. Go do it again, Silly. But then we need to take care of this child, and you need to use the bathroom. It was a bit of a blow to her ego that Lurian was so willing to adapt into the human lifestyle, rather than realizing how superior he is due to his Atlantean genetics. So she decided to try and convince him by threatening to rid him of his human family if he refuses to join her. And so, because of that threat, it's put a lot of things... Someone's taking advantage of the new number of babies you can have, Kuwari. That put a few things into perspective for Lurian regarding things like friendship and his family. Where did you go? Kuwari, come back here. Kuwari, no, don't bat teleport anymore because your baby's running away. Oh, so Lily, are you going to handle it? No, you need to use the bathroom. Lurian can handle this. Wait, why'd their date end? Their date ended. Okay. So, now Lurian has this dilemma because he knows that Seluna is way more powerful than he is, since he's fully aware that she had taken the other serum that he didn't. Lurian is not about to just drop everything and run off to do whatever Seluna is up to. He cares deeply for Selily. She was the first person here amongst these humans to take pity on him, for lack of a better word, and she's the one who has helped him adjust to this life. And compared to what he dealt with in Atlantis, oh, good job, Selily! You deserve that. Compared to what Lurian put up with in Atlantis, he is way more free in this life than he was there. It's not so simple as him just defending his family, since Seluna can overpower him quite easily. So he has to find... Why? Are you stuck? Are you stuck? Oh my gosh. Guys, get out of the way! You've trapped your father! Though he can just walk this way, so I don't... Lurian, can you... Just turn around, Lurian! Anyways, there are things he's going to try and do, but today was just like an address the whole issue day. And we'll talk after this day ends about what Selurian, oh my gosh, what Lurian is going to do about his Seluna problem going forward, because he doesn't know when she's going to be back. Why are you tickling Ian Nasir, not Ian Nasir, Ibisen's child? Bat teleport back home. Well, actually, it is the next day. Just kidding. So, in the interest of fighting off or warding off Seluna, Lurian knows that since he can't overpower her, he might be able to outwit her. Of course, he only has one logic skill, so that's not very good. That's not going to help him any. So my thoughts is that, since he's fulfilled his lifetime wish, what he can focus on now is trying to build up his logic and cunning. There is a chess table here, but I might invest in getting one at their home. Also, one thing that I think I want to do, when Lurian popped this wish to chat with Ibiadad, I was hesitant on how I wanted to take that. But I'm of the mind that... Which child is that? Oh, Tarabum. I'm of the mind that Lurian is having to reconsider a lot of things about his own life. And that includes his relationship with his nemesis, Ibiadad. They're kind of like rivals. They have a bit of a rivalry. Lurian is needing to learn the lesson about cherish what you have before you lose it all. And that cherishment is also with regards to Ibiadad. It's not just Seluna, her presence. Is he stuck? I think he's stuck behind this house. I'm gonna have to reset him. It's not just Seluna's presence that is making Lurian feel like he needs to change the way he approaches these human villagers. It's also seeing them all age. All of his friends, everyone, their families, they're all getting older, visibly so, and seeing Selily herself becoming older, it's also rather scary to Lurian. It's not that Atlanteans didn't age. That's why they were after that, after the vampire serum, is they wanted immortality. It's that they didn't want to age. So, seeing anyone who actually looked old was pretty rare in Atlantis. They would get work done to make themselves look younger. You know, that's what I've decided. Oh, look, he's screaming about Lurian already. Before we go any further, I'm going to save really fast because it is the next day. Alright. We saved. But as you can see, as everything's loading again, I actually reloaded. And that's because I got to the point where I was ready to celebrate the birthday, and then I aged up the wrong one. I aged up Cicerthos, because for some reason, my mind just blanks when it comes to Kuwari. I don't see that as a good sign. And then as soon as I got Cicerthos into cast, it's like, hang on a moment, wasn't he supposed to be in the second part? Oh yeah, that's right, Kuwari exists. So we're actually doing this again. The benefit there is I know exactly which socials our enemy here will accept. One of those being denied being a vampire. He won't accept being the confess to being a vampire, even though he knows Lurian's a vampire. But deny, he's all for that. He's like, yeah, you're not a vampire. Oh, and I have to pause after each social that I do, because otherwise this diva will start threatening Lurian. And he also likes the Shaka Bra. I didn't get their relationship too high. Oh, I can't do that because he'll say no. He likes chatting, or he did the last time. Uh-oh, Sully threw a script error. Hang on, let's go back and deal with this. Get her back into bed. I don't know why she threw a script error, but she did. I don't know. There's some weirdness with this village, I guess. Town, sorry. This world. I've had quite a number of stuck aging checks, and I suspect it has to do with it being roadless, and so no one's at home when their birthday transition triggers. And then there was that whole thing with Sabit, and she's not the first missing sim in this town, ones that have gone invisible. So, these are not issues that I tend to have, like, in quick succession in other worlds, so I do think it has to do with this world. Let's see how high we can get it before I let him sleep. He likes sharing secrets. Those are the ones that I tested for sure before I finally sent Lurian home. Let's see what little secrets you have this time. Some of the secrets were... Oh, he loves the smell of flowers. Some of the secrets last time were very childish. Tell him you're not a vampire again. And then he didn't like gossip. Shaka Bra's gone. Share another secret, unless I just missed it. Did I miss it? No. And then chat, and we'll try a new one after. I can't remember how far I got in talking about the whole thing of Ibiadad, but some Sims think graveyards are creepy, but I find them peaceful. Lurian, you were such a broody boy. Yeah, so Lurian doesn't want to use his vampire powers. Let's try a dramatic story to fix this relationship. He does feel guilt over how he's kind of interacted with Ibiadad, even though he has it coming, this diva. But, Lurian wants to do this the old-fashioned way. And, even though they're enemies, Lurian cherishes his special relationship with Ibiadad. And he knows that one day, Ibiadad is not going to be... Okay, he didn't like a dramatic story. Sorry, Ibiadad. We won't be dramatic. Give him another Shaka Bra. One day, Ibiadad is going to be gone. He's old. He's showing his age. And, Lurian is not really prepared for all of the people he knows to die, to age and die. It's just not something he's used to. In Atlantis, he hardly knew anyone, and not consider attractiveness. People in Atlantis, they didn't want to visibly age. Even though they were still aging, they would use whatever means they could to hide their aging. Would he give a high five? I kind of suspect he won't. So using, surgeries, other things, Atlantis was quite advanced. The only person that Lurian really knew was Seluna, and she's his age. Okay, Sabit has a stuck aging check. I'll have to deal with that later. I kind of figured that she would. I mean, she did last time, and I kind of figured she would this time too, because she was hidden for so long. She was missing. Compliment this diva. That worked. Oh, it didn't work. He didn't want the compliment. For a second, I thought it worked, but I mean, he seemed positive about it. Let's do one more secret, and then we'll send Lurian home. We'll just leave it here. We'll try again tomorrow, because he's tired. Will it be tonight? If I had to pick a superpower, I'd want to be able to fly. Lurian, you could teleport. Okay, flying is really not going to help you any more than what you already have. So he's kind of a little afraid about what's coming in the years, in future years. Do I need to fill this back up? Doesn't this dog need a flea bath? Yeah, this dog needs a flea bath. Get off the bed! You have fleas! Okay, not silly. Lurian, give her a flea bath, and then you can give her attention. So it's not just Seluna threatening his family. in their lives. It's also that time is coming for them, and it's a lesson Lurian is going to have to learn the hard way, because there is no other choice. He's eternal, and they're not. Oh, there was something else. Yeah, I need to get a chess table. Alright, so now Lurian has a chess table. He can work on his mental abilities. See, Lurian is a genius, but his role as a test subject didn't really give him the ability to explore his mental capacity. And living like this, also he didn't have much of a chance to explore that. Because every day is basically about survival. But now, with this threat hanging over the heads of his family, he needs to find a way to outwit his opponent. So now he's got to put some focus on his mental abilities. Sicerthos is waking up sometime soon, and then Lily's going to have to attend to him because his hunger's dropping. How about you two? And today, it's your birthday, Kuwari. I'm not going to forget and think that it's Sicerthos'. I do not know what it is about Kuwari that just slips my mind. But, I mean, the middle child, he's one of the middle children. Anba, are you awake? Anba, come and eat. How about MDLM? MDLM's going to take the initiative. Oh my gosh, what's in the way? What is in the way? Get out of the way, Bobo! Anba, are you stuck? Oh my gosh. I'll promise it, but right now that's Lurian's. Lurian! Oh, Lurian is gonna have to bathe until clean. Okay, come here. Back teleport. Use. Take bath. We need to gather some water. We'll have the children do that. But, Anba, you need to come and eat. MD Ilham, no. Come and eat. Tell Bobo to... Bobo, shoo! Move! Oh my gosh. No. Bobo, get. Bobo, move! Move! Oh my gosh, move! Am I gonna have to teleport him because you won't get out of the way? There! Okay. Anba! Inky, get out of the doorway! Oh my gosh. These imaginary friends, they drive me crazy. They're worse than the dog. They are worse than the dog, and the dog tackles my kids. So, what does that say about these things? Okay, Lurian. No! No, no, no! Okay. I don't know what that was. It was like an extra bathe until clean, and I exited up thinking he was soaking. Oh, Peanut, get out of the doorway! They're not going to be able to get out of here because of you! I can't wait until these things are out of this house. Like, regardless of whether they're made real or not, once these children are old enough to leave their parents and have families of their own, they will take their imaginary friends with them. Oh, that's friendly. For a second, I was like, wait, what? Are they a thing now? Ilulu? But no, that's a friendly thing. Okay, Kuwari. Kind of hungry, but, you know, that might not matter. Let's just do it. Intermediate, trigger, age transition. BLM, what are you doing? Oh, you're gonna play with a toy. Okay. So, like, can you go and eat? No, not yogurt. Alright. Oh, I need to do the Solili traits. Okay. Trait time. I can't remember if her 5th trait was Gatherer or not. My wheel was, had the other things. I need to just write down what her traits are and Lurian's traits are. Because it's going to get a lot more complex the more Sims that we have. But anyways, I think it's Gatherer. If it's not, I'll change that if it lands on it. So let's see what trait he's going to get. Natural Cook. Alright, Kuwari. Let's get you your Natural Cook trait. Alright, the animation went through. Let's get you into Stylist and figure out if you're gonna live or die. So the numbers he can't roll are 3, 9, and 19. I'm gonna have to... Okay, the dice is still there from the last time, so let's just do it. 7. Okay, he lives. Kuwari lives. Alright, he's redressed. I gave him some more anime-like hair. I think it's not like outlandish to have his messy hair. It's kind of hard to see in the sliding because his hair is black. Why are you saying that he's crazy? Because you have an imaginary friend too, Kuwari, which, speaking of, let's just let it do its thing. Yeah, anyways, I gave him some anime-like hair, so maybe he'll stick in my mind more. A part of me was thinking, actually, that he was gonna fail his roll because I do. You wanna see him become a genius? Well, I'll promise it, because I don't know how many other wants you'll get coming up here soon. Bat teleport in here, and then come and practice chess. Silly, you eating? Okay, good. What are you doing, Imdealum? No! Oh, I shouldn't have canceled it. I should have let her do it and then scolded her. It was another dog. There's nothing I can do about that. Look, quit being... Okay. Well, that's apparently not even... locate gem. So you can go get me another rainbow gem. I would have scolded her for barking at a child, but apparently that's not a bad thing. We're gonna scrap this painting. Oh, so yeah, I didn't mention this, but I was thinking about it. So, you know, Delandra aged up, and in the cinematic, that was the first time I was really looking at her face, aside from when I redressed her. Kuwari, can you come throw this away? And looking at her, I was like, she hasn't changed at all. She looks exactly the same. So I think the reason that age hit Selily so hard... Oh, Selily, I was going to look at your face. Now I got to turn the camera. Age hit Selily so hard to where she kind of just looks old. In comparison to, like, Delandra, who looks like she's still young. Not really a great angle because the sun is bright. But, Delandra's face is very round. Oh, Zarlagav's awake. What does he need? He needs a bath and he needs to be fed. So, Lurian? Yeah, so, I think that's why, Selily looks so much older, is her face is a lot more narrow. With more, straight features rather than round features. And I do tend to make Sims like that with kind of narrow jaws and kind of more gaunt faces. Thinner faces is probably the right word to use. Maybe. I don't know. Just not rounded faces. I tend to not like rounded faces. But since, like, Delandra, Ibiadad, their faces were all generated by the game, it appears the age didn't hit him so bad. Where are you going, Kuwari? Hello, fighting. Oh yeah, I forgot to check. Was it Gatherer? It was Gatherer. Okay. I need to note down their traits. By the way, Inky's birthday, it says 6 days. It is actually including this day, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So, the aging issue clearly has to do with switching between lifespans. Lifespan settings. I just haven't been paying attention to it adding days, not aging them at midnight. What are you doing? Yeah, scold her. I don't know why it says accepted. I've scolded this dog over being aggressive, and yet she still developed aggressive trait. Bat, teleport, and then buy. This is for Selily, but we're going to sell this one. We'll keep Lurian's because he's immortal, but Selily is mortal. So since I can't justify where these certificates came from in this era, and if I sell Lurian's from here, the ones that he earns in this lifetime, they're gone forever. Quartz, ruby, platinum, rainbow gem. These children better be grateful. So now we can turn 2. We can turn 2 of them real. Actually, I want Lurian to keep them. I want Lurian to keep them since he's going back and forth to the shop. Anyone want to join Lurian? Oh, he's being grumpy. He lost against himself. Lurian, there's no reason to be grumpy when you lose against yourself because that also means you win. So, you know, it's kind of strange that these guys have never gotten the phone call to turn their imaginary friends real. Like, I've got these 2 rainbow gems now. These might be pointless. I might have to turn to the potions if they want to make them real. Oh, look, they're taking advantage of the added 2 babies, Ananet and Dural. Please look like Ananet. Dural's great and all, but I prefer Ananet's face. Are you on level 2 or 3? You're on level 3? Okay, let me let him get this, and then we'll go tend to his needs. Stop getting so angry at yourself, Lurian. No, we're not going to do the ranked chess matches. Okay, now it's time to attend to your needs. Lurian, what are you muttering about? No, quit brooding. Lurian, you didn't do what I said. Bad. I hear you grumbling. You finally did your business? Okay, then... No, wait, this one's yours. Then you're going to come sleep. Sili's in bed. You're ready to sleep. This one needs to be put in his crib. Then we'll go get you blood and energy. We need a new nectar merchant, it looks like. Drink. Then we're gonna take your... We're not gonna adopt another pet from you. That was a mistake. No, this should top it up. Completely. Not completely. Delandra, you didn't have much energy. Okay, now where is our enemy? Stop. Be a dad. Be a dad. Wait. Am I gonna have to wait till he's all the way to whatever garden he's going to? I think so. Okay. Well, that's gonna take a while because he's gotta go all the way around and then back up. So, in the meanwhile, you're gonna come to Oracle Square and wait for him. Oh, wait. Oh, no, we didn't have to. He stopped. Share secret. Yep. Tell him. Tell him what? What did you tell him? Sometimes you think your wardrobe isn't very flattering. Lurian! I picked that for you. I chose that. Okay, let's try this way, because on that side it's floating. Camera's floating. You picked a very awkward spot to stand. But at least it put Lurian up on the high ground. I think it's flattering, Lurian. Chakra bra. Okay. I wonder if it's high enough to declare a truce.
The Lord.
Why is it that he can get away with that? They know he's a vampire. Let's see if... Let's chat first. Let's do a little chat. He's telling him about Zarlagab, and then there's, Indiolum, Zarlagab. Just go away, Ilku. And he's like, Indiolum? He's totally normal. Look, he doesn't even look like a vampire in that, speech bubble. Look, Ilku, just go around. He liked hearing about Lurian's children. Okay, well, we're sharing a secret again because I accidentally clicked that. But then, let's see how proposed truce goes. It worked! Now he just dislikes Lurian. They're not enemies anymore. It's a pity you dislike Lurian because this would be a nice time to just hug. Now, how high are we going to build this relationship? I don't know. Maybe all the way? And then we'll use another social, deny being a vampire. Since he still dislikes Lurian, nothing's really going to work. Oh, he doesn't want to hear another one of your stupid secrets. Wait, I might need to apologize. Lag! So, my game froze. And I'm going to have to reload it, but I saved pretty recently. I won't have to replay a bunch. So I don't think I'm just going to restart this day and re-record it. Instead, I'm going to just catch up, not do anything differently from how I did it. And then we'll start the next part. So with that, thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll see you in the next part. Goodbye.